This deck went through so many versions, so don't be surprised if you see like, you know, a bit of a different cards sometimes in this deck. I will probably show you the final version in the outro. I have no idea how I will make exactly this video, because this deck went through 3 different strategies already. And Badger basically made sure I cannot go through with any of them. So now we are prepared for Badgers, and we also made a cool play to make some control decks suffer. It might be this Drake lesson deck. It looks like. Alright, we don't have much time, guys, but so far we probably need to draw a land. Day of Black Sun will be very useful here, but we need to get rid of the Drake maybe with the end. It has Ward 1, so it will be very expensive. I don't think we can miss a land here. We have second Tome, Annex, so we should be fine on value. Yep, this is for the different matchup. This is a land. But we'll draw another. With this Scrying, we can basically always guarantee it. Alright. We could go Tragic Trajectory and lower the damage and draw some cards. I think this is really good. You need to make sure that you don't freaking die. And it's always very close to you dying. We need to prepare for Drake. In order to sweep it, it's super expensive. It's 5 mana on this guy. Which is kind of the same with Deadly Cover-Up, which is kind of the same with the end, because you need to pay the ward. So prepare your 5 mana. This deck also had Terminus, but I had to cut something in the end. Okay, we will draw a card. That's our game plan for this. We could de-end it, but then we might be vulnerable to like next drop, so we will see. We'll see how much we are pressured. I don't really want to take hit from this guy. It will be probably a 6/6 or something. Do they have a land? I don't... Yeah, okay, so that was a land. They decided to play it tapped. Interesting. Let's draw and probably make a stop just in case. Well, stop doesn't work. Amazing. Alright. I think this is Day of Black Sun on Sanctuary. You can see how important those tomes are. We basically need to make sure that we never take damage and we keep killing creatures. So now this is the favorite stage of the game, right? You have 2 mana to draw extra cards and also 2 mana to basically negate their full turn. And this is how you basically outpace them. But you need to keep doing it for like 2-3 turns depending on the game, and you need to keep drawing the right answers. That's why this card advantage is so important. We probably will keep this. Man, I started with such a different deck. I actually went, yeah, for 2 mana removal should be fine, and then, you know, things started to happen. Has Summoning Sickness, so we're not taking that. On the bright side, we are at 20, man. Like, we are doing pretty fine so far. Okay. A little bit late. We probably need to pay. Okay, we actually need to think about the turn. So we could Day of Black Sun into Annex. Oh, I cannot resist it, bro. I cannot resist this. Because this also enables the Demon soon. And this deck has so much removal that you can kinda always count that if you draw 3 random cards, it should be removal. Here you go, that's a sweeper. Now it does need a land. This is why this deck is built on pain, so it can suffer through all the aggro decks. And also still have a chance against control decks. Boomerang, by the way, I still tell you, this card is so busted, you don't have idea yet. And it's also a lesson on top of this, so it can, you know, enable the wisdom. I think this is the deck that we showcased like a few days ago. We will have to kill stuff every single turn, guys, forever. But we are prepared for it. So what is the best play here? We could de-end the next play, which is really nice. We can also Rise of Sozin, but that's our last sweeper. I'm not sure if it's worth it. We could also go Demon and risk them having something. What is the remove? Okay, let's count the lessons. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 2 mana red removal deals 6 damage and it kills Demon for 2 mana. That's incredibly bad for us. I think we need to kill it now. Then we could get the Tome or the end. Man, is it Tome or the end? This can live gain at some point. No, we have to the end because they will pressure us and we need to make a Demon soon. Oh, if I knew that we are getting the second one, I would maybe play this. Yeah, I didn't play this because I wasn't sure if we'll have another sweeper. We have a lot of removal, but you know. Well, I wish it didn't have a ward 1. Well, that means we'll just lose 4 mana. You can see why warding is so incredibly powerful. This literally wasted us full turn. But fortunately, we have a plan for it. Guys, we have a plan for it. But yeah, I think we get rid of it. So okay, I went through a lot of thoughts here. First, I want to activate the Sanctuary to not waste this mana, but then Rise of Sozin kills our own stuff. That's bad. We don't want bad things to happen. But then we can de-end and pay 5 mana and still have a demon. They are fully tapped, and that's the play. That's the winning play. Oh my god, we need to go through so much pain. But we'll win in the end, which is pretty cool. So we killed this guy. No freaking dragons for you this game. Man, it feels weird to beat deck that you showcased like just a moment ago, and you remember how insanely powerful those draws are. Let's see if they play exactly the same deck from the channel. And from the tournament, to be fair. Yeah, 2 wild rights, exactly. I think it had Virgin. I don't remember the lands. Let's go with this one. Our opponent is happy, let's make him happier. Let's swing face. And now do we go for the tome and get a little bit more mana? We're life gaining on this turn. They will draw a lot of cards and kill our land. I think it's worth it. We can always just scry and get this life back by just, you know, going for quick plays. I think this is a big turn. They need to make something really meaningful because we are basically stabilizing fully right now. But they will kill Sanctuary and that's another problem. Alright, 3 cards for 2 mana. You know how much I need to pay for 3 cards as a control deck? I need to pay 3 mana, which is already more, and then 6 life. But it's fine. Our control decks, we can eat all the pain and still win. So they will pump this. That's fine, this is expected. We will probably kill it. It can be a 3-3. I don't think they can pump it more. They still have something. Alright. Alright, it's a 3-3, they are fully tapped. Okay, so what our opponent is doing? Nothing really. Let's scry. Let's make upkeep stop. This is a really solid card for the next play. I think we can take it. Let's go. Man, we don't have a land, which is a bit of a pain. We could sweep this with Rise of Sozin and start extracting cards. This is really nice. If we make a demon. Oh, this 1 mana, man. We could kill this and make a demon. Okay, I think we really have to make this play. But what next? Draw a card and kill a creature. You can see how much we need to do. Guys, we are a control deck drawing 2 or 3 cards per turn. If we draw with both. And we are still even on cards. And they have 4 cards in the board, we have 3. So we actually were even until this draw. But now we have double removal. I think those Heartless Acts are the way for us. Oh my god, they will get the wisdom. Now, bro, this is insane. Those aggro decks right now have insane openings, kill you like on turn 4, and also can play a full-fledged, long, you know, full library game basically. Yep, bro, they will outvalue us. This is crazy. I remember being on the other side and it feel when I had a game that I literally drew 9 cards for 6 mana. I had like 3 wisdoms, I spammed 1, 2, 3, and 9 cards, you know? Absolutely legit. But now the pressure is gone. You can notice that this is the first time when there's actually 0 pressure. And we can start doing with Tome as well. Yep. Bro, they will actually go through the whole library faster than a dedicated control deck. And I think we'll still beat them, man. Alright, we have a lot of stuff. At least we have a land. Not perfect one, but a decent one. Do they have hasters? Yes, they have the wild right, which is a bit of a problem for us. Which means we need to hold removal. Okay, I think this is the turn. So I would love to make a demon, but I remember the build. And right now they can kill us probably. I think they can kill us with haste. They probably have enough instants and sorcerers to just swing for a yeah, they have like 10 lessons? Oh my god, no. Yeah. Sure. So now they will start spamming the board. So now we need sweepers. You can see, like, we need literally whole deck to hold the power of an aggro deck. Because they have so much value, so many ways to basically generate infinite loops. Now they will start creating free creatures. Man! By the way, this is a 1-drop. Okay, fully tapped. This is great moment to kill it. No counters. Let's go. Let's go. I think our opponent is playing very impatiently. I think they would get way better deals if they waited a little bit more. But, you know, I'm happy with it. I'm not complaining, we'll take it. Because if you put the counter at instant speed, you negate the Heartless Act completely. Let's try to prepare for double drawing. You want to put those equally, if you can, and if you have time. Let's go for more mana. We definitely need a lot of mana. We could get rid of something. But to be honest, at this point, they already got so many cards that are up to 6. I think it doesn't matter too much. I will go a little bit risky. With Demon, do we die? We need this. I think we activate the Sanctuary. No, we go for Demon, right? Wait, I think we will lack mana. No, it's fine. Sorry, bro. I need to think, because the game is so ridiculously close still. Which is wild, bro. Look at this control setup. And they are just outvalued. They have more cards than us for the whole game. They drew 10 more. Oh my god, we're doing 2 cards a turn forever. Sure. You know, it is what it is. We will probably need to expect that everything dies every turn until they run out of those. But now we have sweepers and a ton of card advantage. Man, I cannot imagine the aggro deck can actually keep up with all of this, and it's not even a big deal for them. They didn't even activate the second talent, man. And this is why you mostly see, you know, aggro decks with 1 and 2 drops, because they can play both the long game and the short game. Of course, if you sweep the green deck, they usually can't recover too much, but this one can. So, 3 more cards, sure. Why not, right? Cards for everyone. Alright. And yes, we could get rid of it, but they already got so much value that I think having extra sweeper that gets better deal is more important, because I'll be honest, I think they will go for the whole library before we kill them. I think we actually will need to keep defending until end of the game and basically kill every board every time. Okay. So they want more cards. Okay, they cannot hold all the value. Like they have what, 5, 10 mana, and they actually like cannot spend it because they have so much value. This is an aggro deck that kills you in 4 turns, bro. So let's go. Just saying, you know, just saying. I think this will be the first Deadly Cover-Up that will hit their wisdom. I think we need to start cutting it a little bit. This is a good card. How many we have? 31. But you know what? We didn't hit the Black Suns. They are really good if we can get them. So I think we sweep. Oh, we cannot make a demon. That sucks. You know what? I think, man, no, we need to start with this, unfortunately. What do we hit, guys? What do we hit? If we hit this, the demon is activated. Wisdom, of course, is... I think we need to force them to spend more mana. Let's go for Wisdom, because they still can get like 1 extra huge push with those Wisdoms. And I'm not sure if we can tank another huge push like this. Alright, we actually hit a lot of value. They will redraw those cards, so you know. Right? They redraw, yeah. So they still got 3 new cards, but at least that's start. Don't we worry, we have 8 life with those tomes. Alright. Do you think we can beat the value of an aggro deck with a control? Yep. For this chapter 3, that's why we need sweepers. We have 3 in stock. You know what it feels? It feels like the main battle against like the, you know, the trilogy villain, and they just, you know, go for all the ultimate attacks, and each one destroys like half of the planet, and you just need to, you know, try to dodge each one of them with perfect plan, perfect preparation. And if you miss single one, you are instantly obliterated. And if you dodge all of them, then guys, you can try to win with a control deck. Oh man, as you can see, they create board every single turn. Let's go for this. We probably have to sweep this as well. We have a lot of spot removal, but not enough probably. Ancient Vendetta. I think it's Rise of Sozin here. We need to keep something for the wild ride. I mean, it's a removal. It's only removal, so it's hard to trade. But it's a start. We have more life from the tome, so we can, you know... Man, we are pretty short on lands, somehow. Let's go for this guy. Those chapter 2 and 3s hopefully will help us a lot. I would love to make a demon, but I don't have a turn when I don't need to spend most of my mana to just not die, you know? It's crazy, man. They went through 45 cards already. And by the way, they keep pressuring every single turn, so if we don't have the answer, like every turn, we die. If they untap with this, we die. So this is just assuming really good, you know, answers. Ancient Vendetta is amazing, but we can extract with Sorin. I don't think we'll have time to cast it here. Like, we're under barrage, but because we exiled the Wisdoms, I think that the barrage will probably stop in like 2 turns, hopefully. Or until they draw the whole library, I'm not sure, man. It might be the second thing. I think I know exactly what I will target. But this one deals 5. Okay, so we need to target the one that can kill a demon from Annex. Yeah? I think we'll still have to sweep, guys, so, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, each one of those others will be lethal moment they don't have summoning sickness. And we need to keep this removal because they have double wild right, which means they kill you on the spot. And it's crazy, man. This is an aggro deck on 5, 10, aggro deck on 12 mana, and they actually use every single point of mana from start to finish of the game. I'm not sure if they even left one land untapped. This is wild. And this is the reason why you mostly see like aggro decks like this right now. See? And that's the problem. They can pump it a lot. I think we'll lose this. We know they have at least one play. So they can pump it to 4-4 already. Heartless Act won't work. I think we are done. We can... Oh, man. What can I do? It would be easier if they didn't draw 20 extra cards, you know? But then you can spam 1-drops forever. That's an 8-5, by the way. Okay. I will live gain, so they need to spend a little bit more. Then we probably remove 4 counters and try to survive. Oh my god, it's crazy, man. I think we'll lose. I think they will outvalue us and out-tempo us and out-damage us. The classic aggro control late game scenario, you know? Oh man, this was like the good case because at start we really defended everything. Like, we defended for 15 turns in a row or something, man. Like, this is crazy. I see it and I still cannot believe it. Which is funny because we played this deck yesterday or like 2 days ago, depending on when you watch this. I think we just take it, man. We have to sweep. We know this. Oh my god, it feels eternity. I already planned this chapter 2 and it seems that it's still not here. All of this happened in between. I don't think they have burn spells in this deck that hit face. Now we can live gain with Tome, hopefully. Oh my god, guys. I think we need to name the wild right. Then we sweep, and then we know that we have at least one turn to answer stuff. Maybe we should just give them those wisdoms. It's not like they are not using mana. Wild. Oh my god. Is that together? I think this is that card, right? Wild Ride. Because this gives them a win con that is unlike the others. We are close to dying to our own Annex, which is not perfect. Our opponent is nicing, but we are doing all of this, and I think we still will get outvalued, but maybe?
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it is. It really is. I think we have to go for this and start literally destroying their whole deck, man. Because this deck is just so powerful that we need to, remove few cards. I think we go for the removal so we can make a demon on the next turn. I think this is the play. We also force them to draw, which is kinda nice. And we should check what they have in the library. Double Otter and some removal, but a small removal. Alright, and the bounce. I won't remember it probably, but this should help a lot. This is the right part, Ritual Chamber, and we need to go for it right now. That's why we cannot allow Wild Ride, because Wild Ride would kill us in response, basically. Here, they at least cannot prevent the first trigger. Alright, so... Oh, that's not great. Right, now they have instant speed creatures that pump to 10-10. Oh my god, are we dead anyway? Oh man. Oh boy. Man, we got rid of all of the cards and they still have more. Like, those talents I think might be enough. Land is too slow. It's just turn 18 or something. Will they overrun us right now? They probably will, right? They will equip all of this. Like, as every aggro deck, spending 14 mana is not a problem. Yeah, they will literally just triple spell it or something. I think they should equip it. I wonder if they calculated all of it. They should have some spare mana after killing it. So they went with the kicker, and now they can go for the basic version. Let's see how much they can deal. And I think we'll lose. Like, do you see how ridiculous uphill battle it is to try to play, a non-aggro deck? This is crazy. Oh my god. Yep, just casual aggro value on turn 20. They literally will go through the whole deck. We had Annex on like turn 4, so we draw 2 cards a turn. We can survive this. No blockers. I think they will pump it in the last moment. So I think we live game and then they pump with spell and they win. I don't even want to see this. Alright guys, after last game I took a moment of break just randomly and now we are ready for the second thing. Can we even afford to not kill a creature? I will try, guys. I know it's kinda crazy, but I think we can try to hit, Sweeper for 3 mana. So, yep, Drunev. Man, I'm so happy with our previous decision, because this Siren can be ignored. Man, I think we'll get our revenge, as we should. Should I play Trajectory? Maybe. I was way too excited to kill a creature. Like, that's the truth. It probably should be Trajectory. Surak. Surak is interesting, but not dishing tons of damage yet. We have some lands, so, that's this. I think we go for the Dome, man. We have 2 turns. 2 turns is the name of the game. Because when we get to Deadly Cover-Up, unfortunately this is a 3-drop, so we need 5 mana. So they are both 5 mana. Unless we want to sweep like half of the board. Innkeeper's Talent, sure. I don't think this is like the worst thing. They will probably use the map token too. I don't think they can use 1 mana here. Yep. Alright, so Surak, a beefy boy. And here it is. 2 for 1, the classic aggro value. I'm generally not like the biggest fan of things like Offspring, because the whole point is that aggro punches super hard, but it has no gas after, you know, initial punch. With cards like this, it has both the punch and the fuel to keep going for a longer game. But here, I mean, this is the 5th land, right? We could trajectory something or just draw the card. Can we survive one more card? One more turn, sorry. So they pump the talent. This is 8-9 damage. I mean, this should be good enough. I'll take it, because this is guaranteeing that we get the thing, you know? We could also sweep a little bit of this. I don't think this will deal too much damage. It's probably just 1 damage difference. So it's better to draw a card. Okay, so they're going for the play we predicted. That's actually super good. By the way, Badger lethal on the next turn. So hopefully they won't draw the Badger. But sort of, how is Badger lethal? Because it creates an Earthbending Haster, which is also called Basic Land. Or, I mean, probably not really basic. And then they can basically play Badger, reanimate one of those lands and already hit you in the face. That's why Badger is actually lethal on the next turn. Let's go for Deadly Cover-Up. Yeah, because this is less flexible. So now we solved a ton of problems. And soon we will life gain up to 6. We'll see. We are kind of low on value, so I think we try to draw with this. Guys, we are getting our revenge, alright? I'm pumped to kill all of the creatures I will ever see on, on standard ladder, and we'll do it. Sure. A juicy 2-for-1, but we actually found a way to sweep 2 cards with 1. I mean, that's the whole point of Sweeper, to be honest. I think we can live with this for 1 more turn. I really don't want to waste those 2 cards. Okay, so we could just Day of Black Sun and make sure that we have Heartless Act. I think this is a really good play. This is such a good progress. And now, of course, we can start drawing cards, life gaining and fixing literally everything. They probably have either 1 creature or 0. Or maybe they have 1 card that makes 2 creatures. Alright. Don't you know why we play so many sweepers in this deck? Because I tested the first version of the deck and I lost every single game because I had situation like this and I couldn't sweep it. So I just realized, yeah, just play all the sweepers. Alright, this was the last card. And now we can life gain, which is super good. If they pressure lethal, then we tap. If not, we draw a card. So Deadly Cover-Up for sure, and we probably take untapped land here. So we can Heartless Act their next play. And we need to think what we want to get rid of from their deck. I honestly don't think they have much that threatens us. It's either Surak or Recruit. They already got 2 of them, so I will go for Surak. Because that is a creature that... Was there really single one of them? Man, such a bait. Alright, they play counter spells. Alright, I've got you. We will get our revenge. You guys deserve some, happy dead creatures in the board. Sure. How about a juicy nope? Alright, this is favorite part of the game. And that's why, this card is so important. If we can get a better one, instead of like a land, that's something that will work. We could already start attacking. Yeah, let's go. We might lose it to Sweeper if they draw a creature. But it's already starting some damage. We have a Demon in case we hit Annex later. Don't forget we are drawing 2 cards. This should be it. Drunev. Alright, I mean this is... they will get 3-3, so this will be a 3-3. Alright. It is what it is. Maybe we draw some removal. Yep. Let's draw. We can always sweep, but I would prefer to avoid it, so we'll probably swing and see if they trade. I don't think they will. 2 lands. Not great. I mean, first we swing? We played this guy. We could activate the double Sanctuary and start hitting them super hard. Or we can play Rise of Sozin. I think we wait. They cannot kill us with 1 draw. I guess they have this, Yeah, they can reanimate lands. I think it should be fine. We have potentially 3 blockers, or at least 2, right? So if they want to attack here, we go to 1, which doesn't matter too much. I guess I don't think they had badgers in this deck. I just realized. They have trample, by the way. How do you have trample, bro? Alright, so do we block? Or we try to counter swing? I think this is the play. We double block and we take over the board. They cannot pump it. So we trade 1 for 1 against one of their best cards, amplified with second very good card. And that's a land. Alright, now we can activate this, and now we are in process of... Man, that last turn was actually kinda clutch. Yep. Alright, now we keep swinging face. 6 damage. And if anything, we just sweep the board and go with Sozin. Yep, that should be it. Oh man, we got our revenge. I will go for one more. Alright, going first, we have Intimidation Tactic. I'm testing this card right now. Yes, please. I'm testing this because it can actually hit Badger before it drops. And it's one of the very few ways that you can actually trade against Badger cost effectively. And we need... Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Freaking, it's late game. Turn 1. What can we hit? It's probably Drunev, because they can scale it into 1 drop. Man, this is really strong draw. Man, we'll have to go for the Day of Black Sun. I think I hope that maybe they go this into this and the whole board would be 1 drops, then we can sweep all of them. I mean, it kinda is the thing. We need to buy a little bit of time. Okay, how much mana? So next turn is the Space Dragon. They play a land, they go for this, we cannot really trade against it anymore. If we hit it now, man, it's rough. I think we need to get rid of it. This way we stop the ramp. And they cannot play it on the next turn at least. So maybe we can get them to, you know, half with, which means basically playing like 1 drop and potentially something. Yeah, we knew about this one. Okay, maybe they go for the pair. Alright, we're getting somewhere, guys. We could Vendetta and get rid of this. I mean, this is some answer. They don't get the card back, so we trade 1 for 1 then. I think it's okay. Which means we need to play this land. Alright guys, let's go for the Space Dragon. They can play it of course, but it's just a 1/1 that does nothing, so it's not scary at all. I guess the shuffling, then that player... I don't remember the wording, and I don't want to highlight it. I don't think they get the card from this. Okay, how do you work? Whenever an opponent searches their library... No, I'm searching your library. Go away. Okay, Space Dragon... Man, the game is bugged. The game is bugged for some reason. Alright, that was the last creature. You know that they play 4 off. You need to be careful. If you click all of the cards, instantly the prompt ends and you cannot check the library. But I really wanted to check if they play Badgers. But I mean, they have to. Like, the whole point of this deck is Badger. Okay, so we play this. We could cycle it. Listen, if they had a creature, this could be another bird. And they attacked, and this is a tap land, so they could play... Oh, they don't have Space Dragons, right? I still want to see. Bro, I want to take a peek. What do you have? Is it a land? Show me, I want to know. Well, it was not a land. That's bad. Which means we need to go for Annex that we delayed for a very long time, and now we need to draw a sweeper. By the way, you can see why we play so many sweepers. The sentence, I need to draw a sweeper, will be your basic go-to, you know? And I went through a situation where I didn't hit a sweeper, and I regretted it. And see, if you hit sweepers, by the way, 2 of them into draws, because this is how many we play, isn't it better board? Now it just feels way more smooth. Yep, Double revenge as intended. Let's go for some demons in our lives. Man, this feels good. After the first game that you've seen, doesn't it feel like absolute justice? We just needed the whole deck of removal. I went through so many versions, man. I kid you not. Let's go for this so we can cast removal. This way they have 2 turns, and whatever they get, we can kill it. Sure. That's pretty nice. I think we go for trajectory then. They cannot shuffle. See ya. Oh, this feels so much better, man. This is what I was going for, And against especially green decks, like once you get a good deal on their board with Day of Black Sun or Deadly Cover-Up, man, they cannot recover and they don't even have Space Dragons anymore in the deck. We will pay life just to show how far ahead we are. We are just unleashing everything. Our opponent still has some hope, but there's nothing. Even Badger won't challenge this board. And you see why we need Annex? Like, this is the powerhouse, man. Alright, we got our revenge. Well guys, I cannot wait your comments after the first game, because that was an experience, but I'm happy that we, later in the next games managed to recoup and, get some sweet revenge on those creature decks. I kid you not, this deck went through so many iterations. I started as a Monument Vault Great Door deck with Terminus. I wanted to ramp with Terminus, get those sweepers early, and, just keep cycling and winning with Monument and Annex as the pure value engines. And then I saw Badger decks like 3 times in a row, and I freaking died every single time because I couldn't draw any of my 3 Day of Black Suns and any of my 3 Deadly Cover-Ups. So I added those, then I added more removal, and when every game I just kept adding removal, and finally, as you can see in the last games, it seemed to be working, so we can get rid of those creatures. To be honest, Ancient Vendetta is a bit of an experiment. Against creature decks, it's extremely slow, but it's just for those control decks, because you can kind of give up the control matchup. You can remove the blue mana and Ancient Vendetta, and just go all in on those creature decks, and probably it should probably be a good strategy. But I wanted to keep it balanced, so I was trying with this, but I didn't see control decks, so, hard to say. And Intimidation Tactics is a nice addition, because this is one of the few cards that can actually answer Badger even if you are on the draw cost effectively. So you invest 1 mana and 1 card, and they lose 1 card and 0 mana. So I guess you are 1 mana behind, but there's no Badger, which is a huge value. If you use removal, you are always 1 card behind because of Earthbending. And, if you use Sorcery, that's even worse because they have time to activate the elves, they can skyrocket. I went through those games, and even Day of Black Sun can feel slow. So if you get rid of the Badger, suddenly it feels way better. So I'm experimenting Intimidation Tactic. This was probably the last card added, I believe, for this version, and so far I kinda like it, but I guess you can always cycle it for the wrong matchup. So yeah, that's it for today. That was a day on the arena for me. And yeah, I was a little bit stressed to put the first game because obviously, spoiler alert, we are losing this one, but I thought that it's interesting and something we can discuss a little bit, on the channel. So if you appreciate those videos, because I know a lot of you can relate to the games like that, don't forget to subscribe, like, and support videos like this so we can make more of them. And yeah, that was a day on the arena. I'm out. Really thank you guys for watching, and really thank you to all the patrons that are helping us make those videos. You guys are absolutely awesome, and I always cannot thank you enough for that. That you're here, just being a bro. So yeah, that's it, and see you guys tomorrow. With